We live in a world that constantly tells us to hustle harder, move faster, and fight relentlessly for everything we want. Society keeps shouting that success only belongs to those who exhaust themselves chasing their dreams. But what if the ancient Stoics uncovered a truth that goes completely against this belief? What if the real secret to manifesting what you desire is not frantic effort, but the calm strength of letting go? Marcus Aurelius, one of the most powerful men of the Roman Empire, wrote in his private journal, "Confine yourself to the present." He understood that the moment we stop battling the current of life and start moving with it, things begin to align naturally. The Stoics were never passive thinkers. They were disciplined warriors who mastered life through wisdom, not force. Think about water for a moment. It never fights the rocks blocking its path. Instead, it moves around them, over them, through them, and with time, it reshapes the entire landscape. This is the power of relaxed intention. It is the ability to hold your desires without tension, while trusting the natural order to bring things together. When you stay stressed about your goals, when you grip outcomes so tightly that your hands feel clenched, you actually push away what you want the most. Anxiety creates resistance, and resistance blocks the flow of abundance in your life. The Stoics understood that desperation often becomes the biggest barrier between us and our dreams. Here is where it gets interesting. When you genuinely relax into your desires, when you move in rhythm with life instead of against it, you become magnetic. You begin noticing doors that were always open but invisible to a stressed and distracted mind. You start attracting the right people, the right timing, and the right opportunities, not by force, but through calm confidence. This is not about giving up or becoming lazy. It is about understanding the difference between effortless action and exhausting struggle. It is about planting seeds with intention, then trusting the soil, the rain, and the sun to do their part. The Stoics called this amor fati, the love of fate, a deep acceptance that life unfolds exactly as it needs to. Today, I'm going to share 10 powerful Stoic principles that can completely change how you approach manifestation. These are not abstract theories. This is practical wisdom tested by thousands of years of human experience. Each principle will help you release the inner tension blocking your progress and guide you into a state of flow where extraordinary results feel natural. Before we go deeper, do this one thing. Hit the like button right now if you're ready for change. If this message connects with you, type this in the comments to anchor it within yourself. When I relax, life flows to me. Share this video with someone who needs this reminder. Subscribe to this channel because this journey is only beginning, and please don't skip any part of this video. Number 1. The art of detached desire. Here is the paradox that confuses most people. The more desperately you want something, the faster it seems to slip away. The Stoics discovered something about human desire that modern psychology is only now beginning to understand. Epictetus, who rose from slavery to become one of history's most respected philosophers, taught that true wealth is not about having many possessions, but about needing very little. This does not mean abandoning your dreams. It means understanding the difference between wanting something and needing it. When you need something, desperation is created. When you want something while remaining okay without it, magnetism is created. Look at people who seem to attract success effortlessly. They are not constantly talking about what they lack or broadcasting desperation. They hold their desires lightly, like a butterfly resting on an open palm. They allow good things to come, but they do not tie their self-worth to outcomes or timelines. The Stoics called this preferred indifference. You prefer success, love, and abundance, but your inner peace does not depend on them. Your happiness is not controlled by external events. This creates a powerful presence that naturally draws opportunities closer because people and life itself are attracted to those who are not needy. When you practice detached desire, you stop sending out desperate energy that repels what you want. You begin operating from a mindset of abundance before anything physically appears. Decisions start coming from confidence instead of fear, and confident decisions almost always lead to better outcomes. The real shift happens when you can honestly say, "I would love for this to happen, I'm taking inspired action toward it, and I'm still okay if it unfolds differently." This is not quitting. This is maturity. This is understanding that life often has something better planned than what our limited vision can imagine. Try this today. Hold your biggest desire in your mind, take a slow breath, and quietly say, "This" or "something better." Feel the pressure dissolve as possibility opens. If this resonates, drop it in the comments. I desire with peace, not desperation. Number 2, present moment magnetism. Your mind is probably everywhere except where your true power exists. Right here, right now. Most people live mentally in a future that hasn't arrived or a past that cannot be changed. The Stoics understood something simple yet profound. All manifestation happens in the present moment. When you're not fully here, you miss what life is offering you. Seneca wrote that true happiness comes from enjoying the present without anxious dependence on the future. This is not just philosophy, it is practical power. When your awareness is anchored in the present, you notice opportunities others overlook. You hear a casual remark that leads to a breakthrough. You feel a quiet inner nudge that redirects your path at exactly the right moment. Presence is not just awareness, it is energy. When you are fully present, you are not carrying the weight of regret or anxiety. You are operating from pure potential, and that energy is magnetic. Think about the most impactful people you know. They are not distracted or rushing, they listen fully, they make you feel seen. That presence is what draws people toward them. The irony is this: when you stop living only for the future, you create a better one. When you stop trying to escape this moment becomes the foundation for everything you want. Your breath anchors you here. Whenever your mind drifts into what if or if only, return to your breathing. Feel your feet on the ground. Notice what you can see, hear, or feel right now. This is not meditation, this is manifestation in action. The present moment is not just where you exist, it is where creation happens. Stop waiting for life to begin and step into the moment where it already is. Number 3, the wisdom of accepted resistance. Life will bring obstacles. That is not a possibility, that is a certainty. But here's what separates people who actually manifest their goals from those who remain stuck. It all comes down to how you relate to resistance. That relationship decides whether resistance becomes your enemy or your teacher. Marcus Aurelius lived through plagues, wars, and betrayal, yet he wrote, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." This isn't poetic comfort, it's a practical rule for turning setbacks into stepping stones. The moment you stop fighting reality and start moving with it, resistance transforms into guidance. Most people hit an obstacle and immediately assume life is working against them. They take it personally, lose motivation, and often quit altogether. But what if every obstacle is actually preparing you? What if resistance exists to make you stronger, wiser, and more capable of handling what you're asking for? Think about how a pearl is formed. A grain of sand irritates the oyster, but that irritation doesn't destroy it. It creates something valuable. Your challenges are not punishments. They are invitations to grow into the version of yourself that can sustain higher levels of success. When you accept resistance instead of resenting it, something shifts. You stop wasting energy fighting what already exists and start using that energy to move through it intelligently. You become like water again, flexible, persistent, and eventually unstoppable. This doesn't mean becoming passive or avoiding action. It means choosing inspired action instead of desperate action. You respond instead of reacting. You begin looking for lessons inside challenges and opportunities hidden inside obstacles. The next time something doesn't go according to plan, pause and ask yourself, how is this serving me? What is this experience shaping me for? How is this strengthening me for what's coming next? Sometimes a delay is protection. Sometimes a detour leads to something better than your original destination. Sometimes a clear no is making room for a much bigger yes. Trust the process, even when the bigger picture isn't visible. Life sees angles you don't, and it's always working in your favor, even when it feels uncomfortable. If you're ready to grow through difficulty, share this in the comments. I grow stronger through resistance, not weaker. Number 4, the power of inner authority. Here's a truth that can completely change your life. You've been giving your power away to people, outcomes, and circumstances, and that's why your manifestations feel distant. The Stoics understood that real manifestation begins the moment you reclaim inner authority and stop allowing external conditions to control your internal state. Epictetus taught, "No one can harm you without your permission." This isn't just emotional toughness, it's a fundamental understanding of where real power lives. Every time you say, "I'll be happy when," or "I'll feel successful once," you hand control of your well-being to something outside yourself. Your mood becomes dependent on opinions. Your confidence rises and falls with numbers. Your sense of worth fluctuates based on validation. Living this way is exhausting. It turns you into a puppet with circumstances pulling every string. But when you reclaim inner authority, everything shifts. You realize peace, joy, and abundance are internal decisions, not external rewards. This doesn't mean outcomes stop mattering. It means outcomes stop owning you. And that shift creates powerful manifesting energy because you're no longer operating from lack. When you know you can be okay regardless of circumstances, your decisions improve. When your worth isn't dependent on validation, you show up more authentically. When your security comes from within, you take smarter risks. People feel this inner authority. Opportunities move toward those who aren't chasing from desperation. Success flows toward those who don't need it to feel valuable. Start practicing this today. Before checking social media, before looking at your bank account, before seeking approval, check in with yourself. Ask, how do I choose to feel right now? Then honor that choice. Your outer world always mirrors your inner state. Change the inside and the outside follows. Share this if it resonates. I am the author of my own experience. Number 5, the art of strategic non-action. This may sound counterintuitive, but sometimes the most powerful move is doing nothing at all. The Stoics understood something our action-obsessed culture forgets. There is a difference between being busy and being effective, between motion and progress, between forced action and aligned action. Philosophies that influenced Stoic thought taught that greatness often comes from restraint, not excess. Sometimes your breakthrough arrives not from doing more, but from knowing when to do less. We live in a world that equates action with productivity, but much of what we call action is actually anxiety in disguise. We stay busy because stillness feels uncomfortable. We keep pushing because we fear that stopping means falling behind. But frantic energy often repels what we're trying to attract. Strategic non-action isn't laziness, it's confidence. It's knowing when you've done your part and trusting the process to unfold. Think of a master chess player. They don't move pieces just to feel productive. They wait, they observe, they allow their opponent to reveal weaknesses. Their patience becomes power, their restraint becomes strategy. When you learn strategic non-action, you stop exhausting yourself with movement that leads nowhere. You begin trusting intuition to tell you when to act and when to pause. Sometimes life needs space to work. Your role is simply to not interfere. This week, practice admitting when you don't know and waiting when waiting feels right. Notice how solutions appear when forced action steps aside. Life rewards those who are still enough to receive what's already on its way. Number 6, gratitude as a manifesting force. Most people see gratitude as politeness or positive thinking, but the Stoics understood something deeper. Gratitude is one of the most powerful forces for manifestation. When you genuinely appreciate what already exists in your life, you send a clear signal of abundance. Marcus Aurelius reminded himself each morning that people could be difficult, ungrateful, dishonest, or selfish, and yet even in acknowledging human flaws, he found reasons for understanding and appreciation. That perspective wasn't weakness, it was power. Here's what happens on an energetic level when you practice real gratitude. You shift from operating in scarcity to operating in abundance. Instead of focusing on what's missing, you acknowledge what's already present. Instead of broadcasting lack, you begin radiating fullness. This isn't fake positivity or pretending everything is perfect. True Stoic gratitude sees reality clearly and still chooses to focus on what's working rather than what's broken. It's about finding genuine appreciation for challenges because they strengthen you, for struggles because they teach you wisdom, and for setbacks because they redirect you towards something better. When you wake up feeling grateful, you begin your day in a higher state that naturally attracts higher quality experiences. When you go to sleep grateful, you quietly program your subconscious to notice more reasons to appreciate life. This creates an upward spiral where gratitude leads to more moments worth being grateful for. The real power isn't only in feeling gratitude, it's in expressing it. Tell people what they mean to you. Acknowledge small kindnesses. Appreciate ordinary moments that usually go unnoticed. Appreciate your body for carrying you through life, your breath for sustaining you, your heart for continuing to beat without being asked. Gratitude turns what you have into enough, and enough is always the foundation for more. When life sees you honoring what you already have, it trusts you with greater gifts. Number 7, the strength of emotional sovereignty. Your emotions are not happening to you, they are being generated by you. This single realization has the power to change everything. Yet most people spend their lives handing their emotional state to circumstances, people, and events they cannot control. Seneca taught that while new things excite the mind, a mind grounded in truth returns to what is timeless. Emotional reactions are choices, not automatic sentences handed down by life. Think of two people experiencing the same rejection, the same setback, the same disappointment. One collapses and stays stuck for months. The other feels the emotion, learns from it, and uses it as fuel to grow. The difference isn't the event, it's emotional sovereignty. Emotional sovereignty doesn't mean suppressing feelings or pretending negativity doesn't exist. It means feeling emotions fully without letting them take control. You acknowledge anger without becoming destructive. You honor sadness without drowning in it. You experience fear without letting it paralyze you. This creates immense manifesting power because emotions are creative energy. When you control your emotional state, you control what you're creating. When you can choose peace in chaos, peaceful outcomes begin finding you. When you can access joy despite circumstances, joyful experiences are drawn toward you. The practice is simple, though not easy. When a strong emotion arises, pause and ask, what is this emotion telling me? What can I learn from it? How can I use this energy constructively? Then consciously decide how long you'll stay in that state and what action you'll take with the energy it provides. Emotions are messengers, not masters. They exist to inform and energize, not to run your life. When you master your emotional world, you master your ability to manifest. If you're stepping into this power, say it clearly in the comments. My emotions exist, but they do not control me. Number 8, the philosophy of enough. In a world that constantly tells you that you need more to be happy, the Stoics uncovered a radical truth. Enough is not about how much you have. It's about how you relate to what you have. When you understand this, you unlock a level of peace and strength no external achievement can provide. Seneca wrote that poverty is not having little, but craving more, and this came from a man who had wealth, influence, and status. He understood success, yet he found fulfillment elsewhere. The philosophy of enough does not mean settling or shrinking your ambitions. It means realizing that your happiness and sense of abundance are not dependent on acquiring more possessions, praise, or validation. The feeling you believe will arrive after success is actually available right now, in this moment, with what you already have. Here's the paradox. When you genuinely feel like you have enough, you stop operating from desperation and start operating from abundance. And abundance attracts abundance. When you stop grasping, things begin moving toward you naturally. Think about the most energetically attractive people you know. They aren't obsessed with what they lack. They're grounded, content, and still open to growth. That contentment isn't complacency, it's confidence. It's knowing you are already whole and valuable, regardless of outcomes. From this foundation, you pursue goals from love rather than fear, from curiosity rather than desperation. Tonight, before you sleep, take inventory of what you already have: your health, your relationships, your experiences, your opportunities. Really feel how rich your life already is. This is the energy that creates shifts. If you're done chasing and ready to receive, let it be known in the comments. I am enough, and I attract from that place. Number 9, the courage of authentic expression. One of the most overlooked blocks to manifestation is living a life that isn't truly yours. When you constantly try to meet others' expectations, hide your real thoughts, or play roles that don't align with who you are, you create inner resistance. That resistance blocks the flow of what you desire. Marcus Aurelius reminded himself how much peace comes from not obsessing over what others say or do. Authenticity isn't just personal freedom, it's manifesting power. When you aren't authentic, you're sending mixed signals to life about who you are and what you want. How can the right opportunities find you if you're hiding behind a mask? Authentic expression doesn't mean being harsh or careless. It means speaking your truth with clarity and respect. It means choosing what genuinely excites you, not what you think should excite you. It means making decisions based on your values, not external approval. The beauty of authenticity is this: it naturally attracts what belongs with you and quietly repels what doesn't. When you stop trying to please everyone, you start attracting people who genuinely value who you really are. When you stop chasing goals that don't belong to you, you begin manifesting experiences that actually fulfill you. This takes courage, because authentic living means some people won't understand your choices. Some opportunities will fall away, and some paths you once wanted won't align with who you're becoming anymore. But this isn't loss. This is freedom. Your authentic self is your most powerful self, because it's the only version of you capable of creating a life that truly satisfies your soul. Everything meant for you is drawn to the real you, not the version that bends, performs, or tries to fit into expectations. What belongs to you responds to honesty, not imitation. Start today. In one conversation, speak honestly about how you actually feel. In one decision, choose what you truly want instead of what you think you should want. Pay attention to how your energy shifts and how new possibilities begin to open. Number 10, trust in divine timing. The final and perhaps most profound Stoic principle of manifestation is learning to trust divine timing. Understanding that everything unfolds exactly when it needs to, not when your impatience demands it. This is not passive waiting, this is active trust in the intelligence of life itself. Marcus Aurelius wrote that we should accept what fate brings and love the people fate places in our path. The Stoics believed the universe operates with reason and purpose, even when that purpose isn't immediately visible to us. Impatience is one of the greatest enemies of manifestation. When you insist that things happen on your timeline, you create resistance. You miss opportunities because you're forcing one specific outcome. You reject good things because they don't look the way you imagined. But when you trust divine timing, you relax into a rhythm far wiser than personal urgency. You begin to understand that delays are not denials. Often, they are protection or preparation. Sometimes you need to grow into the person who can handle what you're asking for. Sometimes circumstances need to align in ways you can't yet see. Think about the best things that have happened in your life. How many arrived exactly when you expected them to? Probably very few. Most of your greatest blessings likely came unexpectedly, through paths you never planned, at moments you weren't even searching. Trusting divine timing doesn't mean abandoning action or goals. It means holding your goals lightly while trusting that life sees more than you do from your current position. It means doing your part with discipline and surrendering the outcome with grace. When you trust timing, you stop exhausting yourself trying to control everything. You stop missing the present moment because you're anxious about the future. You start noticing the quiet magic already unfolding around you. Life is always working in your favor, even when it doesn't feel that way. Your role is to align with that truth and allow it to carry you forward. The ancient Stoics didn't use vision boards or manifestation journals, yet they understood something modern self-help often overlooks. True manifestation isn't about getting what you want. It's about becoming the person capable of receiving what's meant for you. When you live these 10 principles, detached desire, presence, accepted resistance, inner authority, strategic non-action, gratitude, emotional sovereignty, the philosophy of enough, authentic expression, and trust in timing, you stop fighting life and start flowing with it. This isn't about lowering your standards or giving up your dreams. It's about raising your awareness to a level where progress feels natural, where alignment replaces force, and where what you need finds you instead of you chasing everything. The Stoics knew that peace isn't the absence of challenges, it's the presence of wisdom, and wisdom, applied consistently, creates the conditions for everything meaningful to enter your life. What you're waiting for is already on its way. Your only task is to relax, trust, and become ready to receive. Remember to like this video and share it with someone who needs this message. To seal this intention, comment, "I relax, I trust, and I receive." Subscribe to this channel for more wisdom grounded in strength and clarity. Until next time, stay stoic, stay strong, and stay open.